Merry meet and welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 11th of April 2024. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch, and also the lovely Vanessa, both on YouTube, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Diane. Thank you so much, moderators, and thank you to everybody for joining us today. Glad to be back. I had a nice little vacation. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful and kind birthday wishes. Today we are reading with the Marseille Cat Tarot. Let's purify with this Agua de Colonia Concentrada by Alvarez Gomez. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. If you happen to be on a restream on YouTube and don't want to watch me shuffle, just use the timestamps in your video description and you can get right to the reading. If you are watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without ads when you subscribe to us there. This reading goes out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you, just disregard it because it may not be your reading. In that case, check out the Zodiacal readings for your sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. And you can find all of the most recent restreams right on the website, arielscorner.com, arielscorner.com. If you're watching us, what was I going to tell you? Oh yeah, we do have a shop. I forgot how to do this. At arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com, and at the moment that is a bunch of affiliate links, which means we make a small commission off of each and every sale. Stay tuned for information about our new shop, which should be launching fairly soon. We're not rushing anything, but we'll let you know when that's ready to go. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could also use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation on YouTube, because YouTube is just super. All right. I think we are shuffled. Well, let's do one more. Give this deck a nice, pretty clean cut and see what's in the cards with all these kitties today. This is the Knave or Page of Cups. This is the Six of Swords. And this is the good old Two of Cups. So we got the cups as the main suit today. So that's our inner world. For many, it's the emotional world. For some, it's the romantic world. But for everybody, it is the inner spiritual world. Now, the Page of Cups is talking about some good news. And that good news has been apparent to you or has been there for you. And the only thing about the Page of Cups is good news is that usually it needs to come from an internal ear, not something that you hear with your physical ears, but you hear in silence. And the Six of Swords is talking about that good news being a healing of some sort in regards to some kind of problem or conflict that you're having. And that healing comes from a higher plane. It doesn't come from necessarily your own efforts, although if there's things that you need to do, you will be directed on how to do those things. But this is really not in your hands. This is in the hands of a higher power. And some of us don't like that idea. Some of us are like, no, I don't like anything doing anything for me. I want to take care of everything myself. I'm all I need, right? And it's not the case, though. You know, if you were all you needed, then you wouldn't need the sun. You wouldn't need food. You wouldn't need oxygen. You wouldn't need to have the energy of the universe moving through you so that your heart could beat. You have to recognize that even on a most pragmatic, practical level, you do have need for something greater than yourself, or you couldn't exist. But that something greater than yourself ultimately is your higher spiritual source. And that higher spiritual source is very uniquely interested in you individually. And so whatever the problem is, it wants to heal it for you. It wants to make everything good. But it can't just come in and do it. you have to accept it. You have to ask it. You have to invite it, because you also have the supreme gift of freedom, free will. You can use your mind any way you want to. No matter what seems to be going on in your world, you can think any way you want to. So it's up to you to call upon that higher power. Now, in my practice, and when I read the tarot, the sixes are related to the solar light, which is that energy that emanates from sphere number 6 on the tree of life. And the angel that rules that is Michael. And Michael conquers anything. But you don't have to call on a specific angel if you don't want to. I'm just kind of giving you that information. But that solar light, what it does is everything that you can't do for yourself, it does for you. And it really is a reordering of your life, so that everything, it's like a chiropractic adjustment, so that everything starts to conform to the divine design of your life. When things are conforming to the divine design of your life, that pattern is perfect, and it doesn't need any help from your personality. It's got everything it needs to make sure that you're happy and all of your needs are met. So whatever this problem is, it knows how to handle it. In fact, it's already been, the solution's already there. The solution was created the second there was a problem. It's just up to you now to ask for that correction. And one way you can do that, there's many ways. You can just ask, obviously. But I also have a solar light meditation, which you might find very helpful. So if you go to YouTube and just search Gotoga solar light meditation, you'll see 2 versions. One which is very brief, and the other one which is still really brief, just a teeny bit longer. The problem is with that is this impatience on your part. It's like we do something and we say, well, where is it? And in this world, not in the world from which this comes, this help originates, but in this world, things have to go through a specific time frame sometimes. Things have to mature in whatever ways they need to mature in order for them to have solidity. And so you can't just do something like a solar light meditation once and say, well, how come it's not fixed? You have to keep at it. You have to just keep your mind focused on that higher power, keep focused on the allowing of it, and let it take the course that it takes, not the course that you say it should take. Because that way, you're giving things permission to work out in fabulous ways that you weren't ever even aware were possible for you. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Let me open this reading up. I'm going to shuffle and cut and see what's what. Nice. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. 3 of Swords, which is what's being healed. And Temperance. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just did a little blog post on temperance. Well, on one way that you can look at temperance. Whereas this angel in that blog post is Samael, who's the poisoner of God. So he's got some poison for you. But really, this is a healing elixir. It's only poisonous to the problem. Like penicillin is poisonous to the bacteria, but not ultimately to you. Well, an angelic version of that is because even even with penicillin or antibiotics or chemotherapy, all of those kinds of poisons that are used for good purposes in the physical world, they have horrible side effects. The angelic version of that has no side effects. It just seeks out and gobbles up the problem and leaves you fine and dandy. And that's what you want. But again, you have to ask for it. And that angel can brew this up for you, specific to you, exactly what specific things are needed in that potion, just for you, but it can't force you to drink it. Right? So you have to, if you want that healing, if you want that help from above, you have to not only ask for it, you have to allow it. And you have to trust that it knows what it's doing and that it may take a turn that you weren't expecting. You know, it may take many turns that you weren't expecting, but they're fabulous. They're wonderful. And sometimes when things start to work out in ways that we weren't expecting, we think, oh no, it's getting worse. It's not getting worse. It's getting better. It's just that you don't know. You don't happen to know what the solution's supposed to look like. But the infinite does know what that solution is supposed to look like. And ultimately, what this is all about is taking away the blocks to that, like I said, to that divine design that already has the pattern set for you to be happy. It's not that the angelic elixir is changing you. It's just killing off or removing everything that's not organic to your system. All of those things that are, it's like I say, if you put silly putty up in front of a magnet, it appears to stop having magnetism. It doesn't. It's still magnetic. It's just that you've blocked it. You've blocked the magnetism. But when you remove the silly putty from the magnet, that magnetism is revealed. But the magnetism never went away. You didn't hurt the magnet. You just stopped its ability to magnetize things to itself temporarily. That's what this is all about. Whatever these problems are, they are a temporary block for whatever reason. You're not supposed to feel guilty about it. But for whatever reason, and everybody's very different, you have things that are not organic to the system there that seem to be blocking your magnetism. But that doesn't mean that the magnetism isn't there. It doesn't mean that the divine design isn't there waiting and ready. It's just that you need to have some things removed that are blocking that magnetism, and that's what this angelic elixir can do. All right, so I have another meditation for you. Now you can read that if you're into Psalms. You can read that blog post on my blog, arielscorner.com. Just click on the blog. It's the most recent blog post, and it's called Samael's Detox. So if you like Psalms, you could use that as a tool to help you. If that's not your thing, I also have another meditation that has nothing to do with Psalms called Healing with the Angelic Elixir that is completely based on this card, the Temperance card of the Marseille Tarot. So you can find the tarot meditations. There's a link to all of them right in this video description of this video on YouTube, along with all the tarot videos that are on YouTube. You can find the link there. There's no links on Twitch, so you'll have to come over to either to the website or to our YouTube channel to find those links. But the ultimate message of this is everything is all ready for you to be happy. Everything is all ready for you to be successful and free from whatever this problem is. It's all ready for you, but you have to allow it, and you have to really trust it and not think that because what happens is we say, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to allow it. And then let's say you use this idea of this angelic elixir and things start to change and you say, wait, not like that. I don't like it like that. And then you take it back. And then everything has to stop again. So don't do that. Don't decide that you know what it's supposed to look like. Do your part, which is asking for help, and allow the help to do its part, because it really does know how to help you. And don't worry if things don't start to manifest in the way that you think they should, or fast enough, or whatever it is, because it's perfect. And you will be glad that you did it. You will be glad that you're on the other side of whatever this is. But there's no reason for you to have to figure all of this out yourself. You don't have to. You don't have to figure this out yourself at all. You can call upon that higher power because it's always there with you. It's just that you're not aware of it necessarily. So call on it, ask for it to help you, and of course it's just waiting for you to ask, because it can't do anything without you asking. Because otherwise, that's a type of attack. An angel's not going to attack you and just say, drink it. Drink it. That's never going to happen. But if you ask the angel, please help me, the angel will say, here you go. I made this for you. I've been waiting for you. Here it is. And then you have to trust that it knows what it's doing. And then you'll get to the other side of that problem, and it's going to be fabulous. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. And thank you so very much to the amazing moderators, Jennifer, Vanessa, and Diane. And we'll see everybody tomorrow for another reading. Blessed be.